Hey guys, I'm Tom. I live in Munich for about 11 years now. I originally come from a town, a city called Heilbronn, which is around 300 kilometers from here, and I only visit like 2 or 3 times a year. First of all, because of the distance, and second of all, because I don't have much contact with anyone there besides my parents. The last time I visited was in July, and on the way there, my grandmother on my mother's side was hospitalized. So the next day, my parents and we went to the hospital to see her, and it wasn't just us, it was also my mother's siblings, so my aunt and my 2 uncles, and also my mother's aunt, so it was essentially a family reunion, and they are always nice. And initially we didn't plan to stay long, it was just to check up on her, but we ended up spending basically the entire day there because around noon it was pretty much clear that my grandmother wouldn't make it through the night. The thing with her was she was having issues with her lung. A couple of years ago it actually deflated and it had to be inflated again. Eventually she was fine, but ever since her husband, my step-grandfather, had passed away like 10 years ago, she was basically slowly deteriorating. And also, like about a year ago, she got diagnosed with cancer. Not in her lung, but her diaphragm. Which at the time was not life-threatening, but she started eating less and less, and she became weaker and weaker. And the last time I saw her, when I talked to her, was at my aunt's wedding a couple months ago, where she was just a shadow of her former self. So eventually, when her lung issues came back, her body was not strong enough to basically recover, and that's why she was hospitalized. So around 6 p.m. that day, she literally drew her last breath, with most of the family being in the room. Now here's the thing though, I did not go there to see her. We weren't that close. I only learned that she got hospitalized after I arrived. I initially went back to Heilbronn to see my parents for their wedding anniversary. So instead of celebrating the day together, though, we spent it at the hospital. Now, a small detail about my grandmother. She was not a nice woman in any way. She's done plenty of bad and horrible things in the past, things that I don't really want to talk about, and those stories are not my stories to tell anyway. But to give you an example, at my aunt's wedding a couple months ago, she told my aunt, her own daughter, to her face that her husband's funeral 10 years ago was more fun than this particular wedding. So clearly she had some expertise in ruining parties and family gatherings. But what she pulled off when I visited was essentially her masterpiece. I mean, managing to die on your oldest daughter's wedding anniversary. The 30th wedding anniversary, no less. That's pretty gangster. I mean, not only did she ruin my parents' day, but every other wedding anniversary in the future. Perpetuity. I mean, that's gotta be a crowning achievement. I mean, judge me if you like, even my mother laughed at that. The first time I told this to a friend of mine, he was like, that's really bad, man. Are you not afraid that she might come back to haunt you? To which I say, well, first of all, I don't believe in ghosts. Second of all, even if there were ghosts, I mean, she didn't care for me much when she was alive, so why would she come back now? And third of all, even if she wanted to, she would have to get past the three-headed guard dog first. Thanks for the two of you who understood that. But jokes aside, it's an experience that I will probably never forget. And even though it was not very nice and pleasant, watching someone die is never a nice thing, unless you're a psychopath. But in this particular case, my mother and her siblings, everybody in the family basically had the chance to say goodbye, which is quite rare, and if you have that chance, you should take it. Even if it's a person you have disagreements with, or even if it's someone you don't like. Because if you don't, you may regret it later. Initially, I planned to stay for only a couple of days to celebrate with my parents, but I ended up spending more than a week there because of the funeral as well. And it was both good and bad to see my parents and the rest of the family again. But if this, well, let's just say I don't have any plans to visit again anytime soon. But that's my story.